Good morning, good morning. I just noticed I am meant to be going live to YouTube, my Facebook pages, and to the Body Soul app. I still haven't managed to get that little video done. That'll happen when it happens. So all is fine as it's meant to be. Good morning, Myra. Lovely to see you here. I can see your beautiful avatar there of the cat. Oh, isn't it gorgeous? Here's me going like that to look at it. Isn't it an instinct to see things up the right way? I'm just going to quickly click on the link for the YouTube just to make sure it is going, that it is live. You're in the pocket day, another one, Keza. Oh, it's lovely to see you, though, even though you can't see me until the replay or whatever. Welcome to those who are watching as replay. Good morning, Sue. Lovely to see you here too. Yeah, wonderful stuff that you're doing on the net too. I do keep an eye on some of it, as you know. New Year resolutions, I don't make them. But let's see where things take us, isn't it, for the new year? And thanks from Myra as far as that. It is a gorgeous avatar. It's lovely. Now, let me just check that I am live on my... It's telling me I am. You may hear an echo in a sec. Just wanting to see that it's actually moving as it says it's going live. And, of course, there's that gap of time where it's rolling. Yeah, until I mute it. Yeah, it is. So that's fine. I can close that out. So good morning to you, Rena, as well. That beautiful. I really like that. Even though you can't see it real, like your new avatar, even though you can't quite see it very clearly, it brings the energy. It's so nice and soft. I like it. Thank you. Now, I shall move over to the cards because I've got my volunteering day starts today again, so I'm excited to get round there to be part of that realm of helping others in whatever way we can. And I'll turn off this rolling scroller. Certainly do let your friends know that this is live, as I've got somewhere. Now I can't find it. Oh, it's on one of the screens, on that first one, isn't it? So here we are with the cards, though. What we've got is our card. I actually shuffled them again this morning, not just pull the last to the first in front and etc. So we've got every struggle in your life has shaped you into the person you are today, and it's not focusing. There we go. Every struggle in your life has shaped you into the person you are today. And do you know what? It doesn't matter what shape, size, or otherwise that you are. You are your unique you, and that's what you need to continue to grow your own knowledge of you and how you can be that uniqueness into the connections that you have in your family, your friends, your community, and ultimately the world and humanity itself. So anyway, that's just my little bit of preachy. And Corinna, good morning to you too. Whoops, Corinna, good morning to you as well. Lovely to see. It is an interesting spread, Rena. Isn't it lovely? I haven't actually had a good look at it yet. Sorry if you can hear my seat squeaking. It does that because I'm not a small person and it's just complaining a little. Where's my camera? There. This is from the Inner Soul Guidance Oracle deck. I do like to show that one off because I love my friend. I love the deck that she's created, that they have created, because Leanne has created it with Deb. And here we have the beautiful gilding and design in heart shape, because it is created from that love center. So it's fire. Take control. Find the fire deck within your soul. And that's part of where you need to be growing who you are, not someone else. Just be your unique you. Isn't it beautiful? So I'll put that there, and we've got the deck that I'm using as usual is the Gilded Reverie by Sarah Marchetti. Okay, I'm going to put that back there so that you're reminded about the fire in your soul. Now, Michelle, good morning. How are you? And you're saying good morning to everyone as well. Oh, I came out of the pocket for long enough. You saw the cards. Wonderful. They are beautiful, aren't they, Keza? And Sarah, good morning to you. Absolutely lovely to see you here as well. Now, what we've got in the spread is time in our home space. We've got the mice in the workspace. We've got the bridges as that unexpected, the birch broom and the whip in our role, and we have the books as that central card. It's absolutely beautiful to have that. Well, for me, because I've begun on a new venture, and it absolutely epitomises what that central feeling thinking is for what I'm moving into. So tap into what all of these are meaning for you, and I'll continue on with it. Good morning, Caro. Lovely to see you here, and there's your morning. Beautiful. And you do have a look. Sometimes you just have a peeky, do you? Now, the time in our space, in our home space, look, just create the time to put more time into. That's what I'm feeling, putting more time into that home space in a, the time that you've got. We sometimes feel we run out of time, but we absolutely do have the right time for what we're needing to do. Sometimes we do need to slow ourselves down. It's not a matter of the time, it's the being present in what we're doing, and most especially sometimes in our home space, because we are so much on an autopilot that we need to actually take time and breathe and move it a bit slower and feel that pulse rate drop, feel the shoulders drop, that we're not holding the tension up there all the time to get things done. So make the time to just even slow down that inner you, that breath, that heart rate. We can consciously do it. And just taking slower steps around the house, being present and sensing the peripheral of what's happening as you're even taking those steps around the home or around the workspace. So we've got that time, and we're going to be moving into what we're doing into our work. Making use of the resources that are around. Being aware of other, as I mentioned in the peripheral here in the home space, take particular attention of what's happening peripherally in the workspace as well. It's not always just what you're concentrating on, but that's what your focus needs to be, is what you're needing as the resources, what you're needing to use in what you're doing through your day to day. But also being aware that someone else might be behind you or in the corner or in the dark and sneaking stuff, and it might be what you're needing, or it might just be something you have produced that's being stolen. Basically, have that awareness and sense of a bit of control in having that you need to keep for yourself, being in a safe space and place, rather than just leaving it all open and out and loose for others to see, nick, that type of thing. It feels a little bit like some things you do need to hold close to yourself, like, I don't know, corporate secret stuff. Sometimes that does, you're not going to lay all of your cards out on the table at once type of feel is what I'm sensing with this one. So, just at the right time you can share, certainly, but other times you do need to hold close what is yours and keep it in a safe space. That's what I'm getting from this one. And Cara, you love seeing the cards in the morning? Oh, that's great. And you can resonate with that card. Which one, the time or the mice? I love them. I think they're gorgeous it's a gorgeous card, because there's this fat one that's swinging there, laissez-faire, and doesn't care, without probably even knowing it's about to fall on its ass from chewing through that thread. But that's not the energy I'm getting from this morning. It is keeping an eye on what's happening peripherally. Okay. Oh, they're both, Cara. Good. Now, the unexpected is the decisions that we make, in that sense of, there is decisions, but really this ties in a bit with the timing. Does it really matter whether it's right now or whether it's left till later? Very similar bridges, very similar decision. I sometimes feel that this is, something that's a choice that you can leave until later, that it's safe to do that. You've still got that safety, the safety net of the same method of crossing that bridge. So it's just, to me, it feels like it seems that later timeline. So, that'll pop into the day at some point that you're going to probably need to decide. And, it's okay to make whichever choice you need to. But the only person that can is you. And here is your role, is actually cleaning out what is. It's the birch broom is a sweeping tool. Like, it is a bit of work. And the whip, I sense as that crack in the whip really is the get things done, have things moving through. So I do think it's clean out, actually get that broom working. So, you're keeping a tidy space. It's that inner you as well as what is happening around you. So whether you do need to spend a bit of time cleaning up how you're doing your work or cleaning up in the house, it's a bit of a balance as to find how much of what do you do and which emphasis you're putting it on, cracking the whip or actually getting that broom active. I do sense that it's a cleanse. We're on a new year. We're starting afresh, so get it moving. But it's also what I'm sensing with, now that we're at this book and that central energy, the pivot point, the outcome, probably even, because in the spread labeling, it is the outcome card. But I think the outcome really just does pivot on everything else that works around it to be able to bring it together to this outcome. So it really is having that books are a communication between an author and a reader. A book is useless without there being the reader, but it can present its usefulness in someone being able to write in it without even expecting it to be read by another, just to clear thoughts, write down methods and the rest that may never appear in light of day again. Or like a dear diary, you do write in those without expecting somebody else to read them. It's just a method to express. So, and that comes to mind because this one does look to have that beautiful locking mechanism, that it can be private, it can be locked away, it can be, the contents are secret until you give the key to someone else, that type of thing. But you look at the pile of these books and it's all the different ideas and secrets, and that's where I think with this line of what's happening through our day to day, we do have those moments where we are holding things together to ourselves if we're planning new ideas, new ventures. And here we've got the time to be able to do it, put the right timing into place, and some things can be left until later. So that's, here we've got that pivot. Get things done, actually put them into progress, take the steps and breathe through it all as you're moving that energy through your day to day. Good morning, Shaz. Lovely to see you here too. And Rosie, wonderful to see you here as well, all the way in Victoria. And Michelle. They are interesting cards, beautiful as always. And yes, they do hit home for me. They do hit home, especially because of that central pivot. And that's something that at the right time, things do become that revelation because they are revealed to us in whatever way we receive our messages. So that is the time, that is the card spread for this morning, and I will leave it there because I do need to continue onward and move forward in my day of the volunteering. The Encounter Centre is open again, so I get to paint toys, so I love doing that. And look, we'll see you tomorrow around about the 8 o'clock, hopefully again, and continue being the best you. Oh, hang on, I've just got a couple of comments. I need to breathe and take things slower, don't I? Good example. So it's a great card. So much has changed in your life in the last 3 weeks. You're still working on if it's for the good or not. Just take it as learning experiences and growth, strengthening our muscles in one form or another, Caro. And thank you, Myra, for that comment. They are good cards, always good cards. They're just a guidance. You need to be connecting and receiving what message your spirit's pointing you toward when you see the cards too. So thank you, Keza, and have a wonderful day to all. Sarah's saying thank you. Here's the long-legged character behind me. Let me see if I can see what that long-legged character is behind me. This here, that one is my little, she sits on a shelf. She was in, it's a little witchy that sits on a shelf or a bench or something like that with her little legs dangling. I decided to bring her out and I noticed I had put Sylvester See Sylvester sitting right next to her. He's just a stuffed toy that was one of my dad's favourites, and he was on a shelf up there. I thought, no, there's a gap there. I need to put the two of these together sitting in the background, just overlooking the space. For some reason, yeah, they're just there. Thank you for noticing, Sarah. But it is a little witchy. Michelle, thank you so much for that. And good night to you, Myra. Enjoy your sleep. Now, Rena, thank you. Wishing everyone a magnificent day. And the volunteering, I do enjoy the volunteering. Look, even if it wasn't part of the requirements for Centrelink, etc., I'd still be doing it. So it's one of those things I enjoy, and I've found the right space and place for that. So cheers to you, Shaz. Lovely to see you there. And stay safe, take care, from Karina. So thank you so much. And from Caro, blessings. It's an elf. Well, not quite. It is a witch. She is a witch, and she is cute. I used to have her in the kitchen, but it was getting too oily, dusty type there. So, oh, hi, Michaela, you're a bit groggy today. Rest if that's what you need to be doing. We do have it dark and overcast and a little rainy here too. And Witchy Poo, that is why I had it either gifted or I bought it many years ago when I used to use the label Witchy Poo, back in the Yahoo days, and this would be going back soon after the internet began. I've been around for that long on computers, yes. So happy volunteering, and thank you from Michaela. So thank you, each and every one of you. Keep being the best you, and namaste until tomorrow. Bye for now.